Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another TwoWitnessNews edition of the Lost Begotten channel type stuff. Yeah, just pretend those words made sense.
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen.
I have a YouTube. I have a channel. Stupid shit. Okay. I have a wig. I have a hamster. Donald Trump. Okay, sorry.
So, in case
This wasn't supposed to be a fun video. Why?
No, it really wasn't. But while we're on the giggly, funny
for
stuff,
fuck's sake. Okay.
So in case y'all missed it, somebody went on Google and changed the name of Trump Tower to Dump Tower today. It was freaking great.
And I don't know what's going on, but it seems that I may have caused a bit of a ruckus by outing the obvious conclusion of why you can't pick Mitt Romney to be your Secretary of State. You're just handing the keys over to him. If you notice, somebody must be trolling my channel. There must be better views on this channel than it looks like, because since I said that, oh no, Mitt Romney bad. Mitt Romney bad.
Ain't nobody got time for no Mormon magic underwear.
I got more time for that than the fucking magic mop of whatever the fuck. Anyway, so, dear, what the fuck happened in Baton Rouge earlier?
So over on Essen Lane in between I-10 and I-12, which really is not that big of a gap, there was a person a man shot somebody, and somebody else went to go over to go help the person that was shot and got shot themselves. Then a third person or second person went over to go help the two people that were already injured and got hit by a car. And the dude who did the shooting ran off, but apparently East Baton Rouge Parish or Baton Rouge and EBR sheriff's officers shot him off of Blue Bonnet, which is like the next exit over on the interstate.
And that just happened
a few minutes ago.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then I saw somebody in the comments on the video asking if it was related to something that happened on College Drive earlier. So apparently there was something that happened on College Drive, which is the exit before Essen Lane. So,
which is basically an area with a bunch of apartments and stuff that college kids live in.
Well, yeah, it's right off of LSU. It's not very far from LSU. It's a bunch of restaurants and, grocery stores and gas stations and a couple of bars here and there, not many.
And then the unofficial dorm area, which is why it's called College Drive. Well, which is why it makes sense that it's called College Drive.
No. The dorms aren't on college.
No, I'm talking about the fucking apartments and shit.
Oh, sorry. Actually, no, technically, because it's on the other side of Perkins, and college becomes Lee on the other side of Perkins. Sorry.
Had to shatter all my fucking dreams.
I'm not trying to shatter. I'm just being.
If you want to get there, don't look for Lee. Look for fucking college.
He's right.
Fuck's sake. Just because these idiots want to change fucking street name in the middle of the goddamn street. Just imagine that. You're driving on a street. It ain't that fucking street no more. They just changed it. Did you cross jurisdictions? Did you go into a new town? Nothing. No. No. Just.
There's a lot of places around here that do it. The Central Thruway does it. It turns
into O'Neill. You're on a fucking street and just it becomes another street. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Not a bend. Not a kink. Not a bump in the road. Not a fucking turtle taking a shit. Not that I see why that's relevant.
And we're not talking like north and south, like the street that I work on has a North Foster and a South Foster. It's
right.
Not.
Oh, no, that would make sense. It crosses the middle fucking street of town. It becomes the fucking... Yeah, that's fine. But no, just, you're on fucking college and you're on Lee. Why? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
So,
trouble I've seen.
fuck else is going on in the world here?
No. A car went off the causeway this morning.
A car went off the Causeway
Went
Bridge?
off the causeway
Like
bridge.
through the rails?
Like they said that they saw in the video, because like you know how they have all the cameras on causeway and stuff. They said they saw on the video the headlights going against the guardrail. They said about 100 feet of guardrail was missing, and they actually watched the headlights disappear over the side of the causeway. It was like at 3 something this morning, 3:45 this morning.
Did they rescue the people?
No, they pulled the body out this afternoon.
Shit.
Yeah, Louisiana ain't been fun today. I think something else happened.
The whole world.
Oh, there was a fire on I-10 West over the Atchafalaya Basin.
Wait. On I-10?
Yeah.
Oh, on the bridge.
On the bridge.
On the big high-rise kind of thing.
No, like way off.
Yeah.
Like on your way to Lafayette.
What do they call it? Fucking the never-ending bridge, but it's not like a bridge. It's like a...
Oh, they had the mass killing in Baton Rouge this morning. The 9 people in New Orleans this morning.
But it was only one person died, I thought.
Yeah, but you know
much more got injured.
But the person who died, let me just tell you a little bit about this guy. He was a young guy who worked as a tattoo artist out here, and you remember how I was telling you about Kirk and his domestic violence support thing that he does?
Right.
This guy did it with him.
Oh.
And he was 25 years old, and actually this is the guy that was shot and killed. 25 years old. And this was during Bayou Classic, mind you. This is Bayou Classic weekend, so. And lighter news, we're keeping Coach O for LSU. They've hired him full time.
Yeah, the old coon-ass LSU coach is staying.
Yeah, they've hired him full time.
And I don't know if you've heard, but Fidel Castro's dead.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch.
Witch?
What?
Which old witch?
Oh. The wicked witch.
And yeah, I'm just like I don't even know where to begin as far as the different fucking crap happening around the world. Turkish and Russian troops are moving into a big area of Aleppo. They basically bombed the shit out of it, probably killed 20,000 to maybe 100,000 people. They've just leveled entire fucking areas of that city, like most of it. They're being real careful on most updates on what parts they show. They show like selective damage with a few buildings standing, but there's drone footage of massive devastation out there. So they've taken, as of now, 6 rebel-held areas, whatever that means, in Aleppo.
Oh,
What the fuck are you doing? What
I was looking to see if anything had gone on while I was looking at CNN, and I came across Australian Zoo is celebrating a rare puggle birth. It's a puggle.
Okay. Now we're gonna show these people some weird looking animal.
It's a puggle.
Okay. That's a fictional animal in real life. How about that? Okay. So isn't that one of them things with the zipper on its stomach? You can keep stuff in it.
Oh my goodness. So rumor has it in Boston.
Rumor has it
in Boston last Sunday, while people were waiting for Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown to be aired on CNN, they got 30 minutes of hardcore porn instead.
Well, isn't that special?
like from what I read, like it was even transsexual porn. Like it wasn't even just
tranny porn. Oh.
Oh my god.
Nothing will help you enjoy some good Scottish weather like tranny porn.
And
yeah.
And just for a full 30 minutes, it was like the whole time slot. Like, and nobody caught it. Nobody went and changed it. It was a full
You just
30
kept on
minutes.
going, huh? Just
Oh my god. You know, somebody lost their job that night.
can't stop the tranny porn.
Oh, so apparently, Canada's prime minister dude is drawing a lot of controversy because he called Fidel Castro a larger than life figure who served his people well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
So he's taking some heat for that.
And he can go to China where they're throwing a big fucking party for him.
Cuba is observing 9 days of mourning.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, because he's like an imam or something, right?
So what's this whole thing with the Italy protest thing going on with that?
This fucking weird president or whatever they have there. Not sure if it's the president or the prime minister. But anyways, he's called a referendum on their constitution, basically trying to do away with it and write a new one. And there are just massive protests kind of popping off. First in North Italy and now in Rome.
Wait, he just wants to throw it out and write a whole new one?
Yeah, it's a referendum on the Constitution.
Okay,
itself.
well, just to play devil's advocate, because you know that this is like my fun time. What?
I don't.
What's his reasoning?
You're asking me for details. I don't
Okay.
know the details.
I didn't know.
As far as what I know, the people there consider him to be doing it for corrupt reasons. You know, whether that's hearsay or propaganda, I don't know, but it looks like a pretty damn big protest. Just put something on there. But they're just not giving a whole lot of details about it. If you have anything on it, feel free to put some information about it in the comments below. I'd be interested to know.
Right.
See, Italy is or has been undergoing this governmental experiment in which they give people a living wage. Basically, it's kind of like welfare for everybody, but it's not meant to compensate for, destitution. It's basically an acknowledgement of the roboticization of the labor force. So, acknowledgement that people en masse, even in white collar jobs, are being replaced by robots. So, these corporations that are benefiting from this should be taxed, and the people that can no longer be expected to find work unless they're highly ambitious should be given a living wage so that people aren't poverty stricken. And it's turned out to be very good for the economy.
He's a prime minister, not a president.
Seems like everything's going pretty well. You got anything else on it?
This is a different protest.
Oh.
Apparently, Italy's been having a lot of protests. Immigration, anti-immigration, school reforms.
Yeah, anytime there's a risk of people really being happy, there's going to be opposition. Just seemingly from nowhere. Seemingly.
Gathering. Rail link protests. Taxi strike. Police getting hurt.
A pastor has come out and said, and thanked God from the pulpit for defeating Hillary Clinton. Come out and support Donald Trump if you're a hypocrite. If you're a pastor with absolutely no fucking morals, and you want to just confess to the world that you are all about the fucking money and don't give a shit about Christianity. Oh, go ahead and glorify Donald Trump, the fucking Antichrist.
The
Our Antichrist, not like the Antichrist.
the Brussels version, or Brussels Bureau of Euronews, is reporting that hackers have targeted the European Commission's computer network, trying to overload and crash it. This also happened, coinky dink, also happened the same day that Poroshenko was in Brussels for a summit.
Well, the European Union is being targeted by RT because they've basically had a big vote against allowing Russian propaganda, fake news, and that kind of shit. Which has been like a thing that people have been trying to do in Europe for the past couple of years now. Okay, I know I haven't talked much about it like directly as far as what their efforts are, but I've mentioned how the right wing media it's known that it's coming from Russia. It's Russian propaganda. Okay, so now the EU has finally successfully voted on officially acknowledging that, putting that on the record, and doing something about it. Much like what we're doing here. Which is, one of the reasons why I still haven't lost hope for Trump. Because if they can get a handle on the fucking anarchists who sow chaos, who sow rebellion by, to support Trump, you know, free speech be damned if you're in a concerted effort to overthrow the constitutional United States government. Okay, that's free speech does not apply there. Republicans aren't anarchists. They need to stop being tricked and confused by them. Compassionate conservatism is the only winning strategy for Republicans. It's the only thing they will ever do and not have to steal an election. And the fact of the matter is they're going to have to come out against people who hold oil stocks, because the American people are sick and tired of a president making money off of gas prices going up, and that happens exclusively under Republicans. So it's kind of all riding on what happens tomorrow. These two more recounts are going to be filed for, and I'm guessing either you can't do it in Florida or Jill Stein wasn't in Florida. Was Jill Stein in Florida? I don't know why they're not filing in Florida, but it seems pretty obvious that Florida was hacked to me. And
Ashley Johnson got a hell of a lot of votes from Florida.
But I know enough about elections, demographics, and computers to make a pretty good judgment here. Florida's fucking hacked. All right, and it ain't the first time Florida's installed a president instead of allowing us to elect one. But this is
so apparently
this is much more of a tragedy. I mean, just remember how bad Bush was. Understand that if you don't get behind me on the rebel electors issue, okay, however which way you slice it, however which way you convince them that they, as far as recounts or faithless electors go, all right, Trump is going to be worse, far worse than Bush. He is capable, on paper, of being many times worse than Hitler or Stalin. Okay? He's got that much power in the right places, should he complete his conquest. He's going to be right up there under Putin. And understand that Putin has a more dominant, controlling grip on Russia than any dictator has ever had in the past. Okay? He has mastered the art of control, such that he has controlled our conversation during an election and installed his Trump. That's a lot of fucking control. You really gotta, you have to like step away from your own pride and your own fear at the same time just to realize how bad it is. Or you can just sit there in fucking La La Land and deny that it's been happening.
No. Oh.
You know, not listen to me, and then things like Trump getting fucking installed happen. And the EU is trying to start its own army, and Russia is moving more troops to the border, including some short-range nuclear missiles, lots of them. And they've moved AS-400s, the surface-to-air missiles, to Kaliningrad, which is technically Japanese territory that Russia occupies. And Japan's not happy about that. And the whole big protest in South Korea, apparently, it's not really so much about what the people who are protesting are being told it's about. That she's, corrupt and all the different things that Hillary Clinton is, And she's, been seeing a fortune teller. Ooh, I know that's horrible, right? Especially for a Korean. Doesn't seem that fucking taboo for a Korean to me. But what nobody's being told, and what coincidentally happens to be going on at the same time, which might say promote a Russian media or communist type organization to want to have a uprising, is South Korea signing an intelligence sharing agreement, military intelligence sharing agreement with Japan. Oh, thank you very much. Tomo erogato, Mr. Robako. Yeah. I don't know, I was being obnoxious. So, number? Man, the politics of Japan, North and South Korea, and China and Russia are a lot more complicated and interesting than most people think. But I'm not going to go into a big spiel about that now. I think we're going to go ahead and cut this short. We're both very tired. It's been a long holiday weekend.
It's been a holiday weekend.
Yeah, apparently that was supposed to be a holiday.
Okay, that means I have to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
What are you doing with your head? Top notcha, diggy diggy doo. That's what I learned in my school. Boom boom. Oh, that was proof that I'm from New Zealand. And on that bombshell, it's time to hit the little thumb up your ass button.